evening, everyone. Welcome to BOXTV. We're here on Sports Talk. I'm Alan Hanley. I'm here with my good buddy and offensive coordinator, Coach Rance Morgan. Rance, man, we appreciate you taking the time. We're going to talk a little bit about the playoff week. The Panthers are coming off a big win against DCI, and I think the final, what was it, 44-21. Man, did anything surprise you, stand out from the game last Friday?
No, we kind of expected to be able to execute, especially on the outside versus ECI. Mm-hmm. So we had a lot of success running our outside runs, and we expected to kind of slow them down. We liked our matchup versus ECI last week. So the kids played hard and left it all on the field, and we're able to move on.
We converted every third down, mm-hmm. except two, and they were, I can remember three, was 3rd and 31, 3rd and 26, and 3rd and 21.
Yeah.
And we converted all three of them,
yeah.
Man. I think,
Penalties put us behind the sticks a little bit.
I thought you might quick kick on the 3rd and 31, but it turned into, I think it was almost a touchdown. We broke a long run.
Yeah, I think it was, Moorhead, I think.
He did,
one right there.
He did, and he run 100 yards to pick up 60.
Yeah.
So, but ECI's got a young team. They got a good team. It was, I don't want to say it was sloppy. It was just a lot of penalties. I mean, you can throw a penalty just about every play. Yeah. Somebody's doing something wrong,
and they did,
brother.
Almost every play.
The penalties. The Panthers had 14 penalties for 103 yards. So if you look at that and add that to the 377, we're sitting at 500 yards. So.
Yeah.
Now, as being an offensive coordinator, which I know the more you want to do the best every night, but I mean, do you kind of have something in mind, like, all right, as long as we hit this amount, I'm good with it?
Yeah, a lot of teams, watching us are trying to stop our outside run game, so if we can kind of just, make them honor our inside runs, mm-hmm. And they have to kind of suck in, and then we're able to open up, all running lanes for us, and if we can do that, then we're gonna have a good night.
That's right.
We would like to hit our big passes for big plays whenever we get a chance to do it.
We had a good long.
We did.
Converted a third down there.
Yeah, we're getting better throwing it. We still didn't throw it a lot the other night. I think 1 or 2 times. But we've been repping it a lot in case we have to throw more. So.
And I was going to talk to you about it. It's hard. The Panthers. We've had one loss this year to Irwin, 14-0. But really, the rest of the games, you had a couple of games where they were close, mm-hmm. but man, it's hard to throw the ball when you're up by 40 points.
It is, and sometimes your defense is in control, so you don't want to turn the ball over with with an interception or anything like that. So sometimes, I can tell fair. We had some, we probably could throw it on them, a couple of drives late, but we were able to move the chains and keep the ball away from them for a majority of the quarter. So we're just coming out with a W there.
That's right, man. And you don't want to. A lot of people look at that, well, they're running it up, but man, do y'all still do the old thing where we're going to play till halftime and you get one possession in the third quarter?
Yeah, if it's in control, which we haven't had a ton of games like that this year, right. But first, second, third quarters, and then fourth we'll kind of sub out, so we're up pretty big.
And man, I thought the crowd was great Friday night. Our side was packed, ECI side was 90% packed. Yeah. I thought it was just a great atmosphere Friday night.
It's hard to beat our atmosphere, especially if the other team brings a good crowd, and ECI is one of those programs that, has a big following for Class A. So
they do a good, they're like the Clinch County fans, they're going to travel well. They do a good, man, and we appreciate the NFHS allowing CreekBox, to mm-hmm. bring the game to you, and that's what we're going to do Friday night. We'll talk a little bit. Clinch County plays Warren County here at Donald Tyson Field, and the NFHSnetwork.com is going to stream the game live. Just type that in and search Clinch County, and it'll bring the game up. And Rance, that's going to lead us into our first commercial. We're going to come back and talk some more Panther football. We'll be right back.
For the best pizza and wings in town any day of the week, check out Huey's One Stop in Homerville. Drop by, fuel up, and let Mr. Nick Patel and staff serve you some mouth-watering pizza and wings that you won't soon forget. Or just take that favorite pizza and box of wings home. Call 912-487-2338 to order your pizza and wings every Friday night after the game. Huey's One Stop, 193 Church Street, Homerville.
There's a reason why we're South Georgia's automotive superstore.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Chevy,
Nissan on the east side.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center.
GMC.
Coming soon, the all-new Walker Jones Honda.
Toyota.
We've got it all, so why shop anywhere else?
Decades of hunting and traveling has led us to this point, putting a new twist on traditional hunting. Starting this fall, from the deep south swamps to the Alaskan mountain range, follow us as we chase our next adventure. On YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hi guys, my name is Nick Johnson. I'm the new pastor of Homerville Free Will Baptist Church, and I just moved here with my family from Oklahoma. Boomer! Sometimes life throws you some difficult things, and when it happens, it can seem scary, almost make you feel like you're all alone. I want you to know that if God is with you, then you can make it through anything. The Word of God says that He will never leave us, He will never forsake us. He will go before us. If you give your life to Him, He'll help you make it through those difficult times, and on the other side, you will be blessed. I'm so blessed to be here in Homerville. We love the town, love the people. Go Panthers!
Jerry J's Hog and Bones in Homerville is the restaurant for any time of day, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or that special holiday meal. From pancakes to pulled pork and chicken salad to ribeye steak, Jerry J's Hog and Bones has the best food and service around. Oh yeah, and don't forget our great catering service. Go Panthers!
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Henley along with my buddy, the offensive coordinator, Coach Rance Morgan. We're live here on Sports Talk. We're talking a little Panther football. Panthers coming off a big win at ECI, 44-21 to advance to the third round of the playoffs. Panthers had to bye early. ECI, like me and Rance were talking, had a good team. They come over here, man, they fought hard. And you have one of them games, you know, they give up the big play to us, and, which we were just a little bit better than them. Me and you were talking before. They got a young team. They're headed in the right direction.
Their future's bright.
Man, and looking at that Friday night, who did you think stood out for the Panthers on offense?
Well, Tyler Moorhead, usually he's our, our main guy. And
That's
then
right.
Michael Walker is another that we really rely on.
Grady also come in and had a couple of big runs.
Grady and Treywick. Treywick had a good night for us. We're trying to get him more carries.
And number 7 on defense had a good game too.
He did, yeah, and he blocks well at our X when he's out there.
He does. I'm still waiting for you to give the ball to Craig, man.
Yeah.
I want you to go empty and do the Wildcat with Craig.
We put him at tight end. We got a few passes to him, but
man, and he's got quick feet and he's got good hands.
Yeah,
you know, he's 320 pounds, but.
Yeah, he's very athletic for a big guy like that. So.
You know, and ECI had that big running back, 34. Man, he was a good ball player. I know at the end of the game, man, I always enjoy seeing the young kids get in there because they help y'all.
Right.
Without them, you know, they make practice. You got to have them, and that's the future of the Panthers.
Right.
But, you know, we start subbing because, you know, we got the game pretty much in hand, and you don't want to get somebody hurt. And I try to recognize all the young ones that get in there, but the other teams always leave their starters in there, and it's just, you know, all their linemen 300, and we got a 150 pounder in there. But them boys are tough because they have to tackle our kids on
Right.
I can remember back when you played and the practices they were intense. You had the defense against the offense, and Coach Dickerson and Coach Barber, they hate it. You know, it might start off we're gonna run 4 plays, but if you beat Jim, you had to keep playing until he won. That's right. But man, on defense, who'd you think stood out the most for you, Coach?
Craig had a good game. Craig Harris.
He did.
I think he would have been one of our player of the weeks. We handed out a couple awards. Then our linebacking group, Dorsey, I thought had a good game. I thought Trey had another good game.
Did.
The secondary played well. Grady, Perry Williams, and all those.
Yeah, Perry had a real good game.
Yeah, I thought we had a few, but probably Craig stood out the most. Just watching film, he created havoc. He's taking on cut blocks and then using his hands.
Man, they called that a lot Friday. What is the rule on that? Now, two men at the same time. Is that how it
Chop
goes?
block was when you get engaged one, below your waist, and then one.
Like the high-low.
Yes, high-low block.
We used to call it was legal back in the day.
And it can't be immediate. And you got to cut if there's any engaged, below the waist, and then there's one up high. There's always going to be a chop block there, which they don't call all of them, but that crew called 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah,
so.
that was a big play. I mean, that was a lot of 15-yard penalties.
Right.
Probably 10 out of the 30 penalties were 15-yard penalties.
Yeah.
And now the rule is, I can remember back in the day in the wing tee when they'd run the buck sweep and all that, you could go in there and take the legs out of the lead blocker.
Yeah.
You're not allowed
anymore,
to do that.
Yeah.
Man, how do you, usually your cornerback is 150 pounds on a fullback that's 225. I mean,
well, a lot of times it depends on what they're doing. If like teams versus us, they'll duck and get underneath them and try to kind of lift our guys up rather than cutting their knees out, and that's still legal. But you have teams that just cut them down.
Still, we're going to do it till they call it.
Right, and they'll call 1 or 2, but most of the time they let the rest of them go. So you still see that.
And we had several illegal procedure calls, but I didn't. I mean, did we not have enough men on the line of scrimmage?
No, I think we had a couple flinches in there.
Man, there must have been little because I didn't see. I mean, we had a couple that I know that were legit, but man, we usually I can catch it on the replay.
I think they're very slight, and I think our center is he flinched a little bit a couple times, and I know one penalty where we were supposed to go on one, but he didn't snap it. So,
dang,
sometimes that happens.
Eric Lutz was bad about that.
Yeah.
Man, health-wise, did we come out with nobody seriously injured?
Nobody seriously injured. We're just missing Tavion Sal. He had a knee surgery last week, early in the week, and then he's recovering now. But he could be back potentially later in the playoffs.
Man, that's
it's
great.
a meniscus repair, so it's pretty straightforward. But he had to have it done. We got a couple ankles still that they're almost back to 100%, but they're overall they were pretty healthy right now.
Yeah, I didn't see, like you say, you had one come out of play or two. It didn't look like nobody seriously injured. Man, the kids looked like y'all done a great job with the open week, getting people healthy. This week's practice, we're out of school. How's that going?
It's going good. We're practicing at 1 o'clock right now. Really contact at this point in the year is, really dialed back for us in practice. Just remaining healthy is the main thing we're trying to do because by now we know how to execute. And
yeah, who's going to hit now.
Yeah, so we're just trying to make sure we stay healthy and make sure we're at 100% whenever we play on Friday.
Now practice is probably hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours?
Hour and 45, 2 hours. That's what we're trying to keep it to.
1 o'clock, y'all get out before dark now.
Yeah.
And that's just this week, and it's Thanksgiving week, but man, you love playing on Thanksgiving, man. That's
you get to focus just on football.
That's just like a state championship.
A lot of food.
That's right, man. All the family will have a big crowd Friday night. It's going to be perfect weather. But we're going to talk about who the Panthers play. But first, we're going to take a break and hear another word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation. Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year. Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Mike's Golf Carts and Powersports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, EZGO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Powersports in Douglas, Georgia.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind, then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
Good evening, welcome to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley, along with my buddy Rance Morgan, offensive coordinator for the Panthers, and we're talking here on Sports Talk. And I want to remind everybody, Friday you can go to the NFHSnetwork.com and type in Clinch, and man, they'll take you and they'll be able to watch the game. We're streaming the game live for them this week, so y'all won't miss a play. Tune in, man. Rance, we talked about last week's game. Now we're going to talk about who we're playing this week, and who is that?
That's Warren County out of Region 7, about almost 4 hours away from here. Got a long ride on, on a Friday after Thanksgiving. But,
we've made that ride several times.
Yeah, we have.
To Lincoln. They're in the same region as Lincoln County.
Yeah.
Pretty good region, you know. Pretty good.
They actually beat the region champion, Aquinas, out of Region 7, but they lost a few to Lincoln and a couple other schools.
Yeah, I got them. Johnson County, which made the playoffs, beat them 36-26. Washington Wilkes, another team that made the playoff, beat Warren 22-19, and then of course Lincoln County that won or had the bye. I don't know if they won the region, but they had the bye. Lincoln beat them 41-14, and the first, Presbyterian, our private school, beat them 49-28.
Yeah.
That's their 4 losses. They come in 8-4. I mean, you were talking, there's 24 teams in the playoffs, and they were a 21 seed.
Right.
So, you know, they were supposed to get beat in the first round, and they've upset a couple of teams.
Yeah, they seem to, I mean, with them beating Aquinas, you know, they're able to beat about anybody as long as, you know, they play well and kind of protect the ball. They have a shot, I think, with the athletes they have. You
know, and the Panthers are coming in 10-1. Our only loss of the year, of course, was to Irwin, 14-0. That was in week 4 of the season. That ought to be a good game. Look, there's no bad teams left now. No. All of them pretty good teams. You can lose anytime now with the talent you're playing. What does Warren County, what kind of offense they going to run?
They run a wing T, double wing look, and then they'll run some variations of that, you know, with some overload, and they've even spread it out a few times. So, you know, what they do, they keep their plays kind of simple with only, you know, a few out of each formation they run, but what they do, they run well. So
they'll run the buck sweep, the scissors,
inside trap with the
waggle pass. They'll do, you know. Well, man, that means the clock ain't gonna stop much, because we also run the ball pretty good bit. So you know.
Well, the key for us, I think, we got to get them. You know, our defense has to get them, you know, 3 and out. Don't let them sustain drives, and if we get the ball back, you know, we got to hold on to the ball and take advantage of every possession that we get, because the game will be a lot faster with 2 running teams.
Now, what player stands out for them? Who would you say is a threat?
Number 21, he actually plays fullback and a little nose guard. So,
oh man,
that is not bad.
When he's a nose guard, that means he's quick.
He's quick. He plays low and he's thick. Number 44, he's a big guy. You'll see him. He plays the same position as 21. I think they kind of rotate on both sides of the ball. Then number 1, he's probably their home run guy. Then 14 is out at receiver and plays a little DN. 14 is their deep threat. And on defense, those same 3 guys, along with number 53, are kind of their players on that side of the ball.
And now, how would you match us up with them? I mean, it's going to be kind of like ECI. I mean, we come from a tough region. We had 4 teams. Now we're down to 2 left in the playoffs. So.
Well, I think they only have around 30 guys on the roster. A lot of guys playing both ways. So I think we can wear them out, in the end. We expect a battle, but I think we can wear them out and then have some success later on.
Well, man,
get tired.
These type of teams are dangerous because, I mean, they're looking at it, man, we're playing one of the best teams in the state. We're not even supposed to be here, and that's what worries me.
Nothing to lose, and they're
right.
looking for anything to motivate them, give them the extra edge. We always get everybody's A game anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it never fails, man. We always do.
They're a good team that they can hurt us, and we can't let them hang around. If we can get on them early and kind of put them away, I think we'll be okay.
One advantage that we've had over almost every team this year, except our region teams that we faced, a lot of teams don't see our type of offense in the single wing now. But me and you were talking, you said that Lincoln so they have not seen our actual offense, but something that's similar to what we do.
Lincoln runs a variation of what we run. So.
Now, what kind of defense do you expect to see?
They're 4-4, so they'll walk up and probably look more like maybe a 6-2 is what we're thinking. And but they're 4-4, so they're just going to kind of stay in that same skeleton look of a 4-4. I don't expect to see anything really different from them. But they have 3 deep. We got to try to make them get another guy down in the box so we can hit them. Some passes if we hit them. But I don't think they'll go outside of what they do really.
Now, does that change anything that your play calling, Coach?
It does.
I mean, if you see them loaded on the line, I mean, you're going to try to get outside.
We have some things. We see a certain look, we like to run these certain plays, and until they change what they're going to do, and if they don't change, then they're going to have a long night stopping those plays.
Man, I know what's been to our advantage. A lot of teams come in and try to stack the line of scrimmage, and that works when we're just a physical team. But man, with the speed that the Panthers have had, man, it's been to our advantage. If you don't stop us, and we've got backs that have great balance, and one cut and it's 70 yards, he's gone. So to me, so if you stack the line, but then if you set back, you're going to give us 4, 5, 6, 4. So it's kind of a no-win there.
So we're trying to rep Treywick when we got some other things. Treywick's pretty explosive. So if a team tries to play us from the outside in like they've been doing, we're trying to do some things where we can break those big plays up the middle. Dorsey's a good runner up the middle, but Treywick kind of gives you another step or 2 as far as speed goes.
And man, y'all have done a great job. You've had teams that come on and say, well, they're not going to run wide on us, and there y'all have. Dorsey's done a good job up the middle all year. He'll
very physical.
He comes in, he's got the biggest thighs, man. He's just
big quads.
And he's finally learned to lower down. He used to run straight up. But
now he's punishing.
Now I'd hate to have to tackle him now. He's doing a great job. And we talked about passing the ball. We hadn't had to pass the ball, but that's something we work on every day at practice. I know you do.
We like to hit those passes when we have to.
That's right.
For a big play, So if we do, hopefully we can hit them with a big pass, and then we'll be, back to what we do. So.
That's right. Well, man, we're going to take our last break and come back and finish up and talk some more Panther football, and we'll be right back.
Winky's Southern Styles in Homerville is the go-to place for custom embroidery and vinyl transfer designs. Whether it's t-shirts, caps, or special Christmas items, Winky's will make it happen. Go by our location at 44 East Elna Street in Homerville and see Lenora for embroidery and vinyl transfer. Winky's Southern Style supports the Panthers in their quest for another state championship. Go Panthers! LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142. Attention all hunters. Homerville Feed and Seed has all the shelled corn you need to bag that buck this year. Drop by and load up with corn, shotgun shells, food plot products, and everything else you need to make this year's hunting season the best ever. Whether you're a blueberry farmer or a backyard gardener, we have a wide variety of fertilizers and seed for you. There's no need to drive out of town when all the ag products you need are right here at Homerville Feed and Seed, Homerville, Georgia.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, welcome to Creekbox TV. We're here on Sports Talk. I'm Alan Henley, along with my buddy Rance Morgan, who is the offensive coordinator for the Clinch County Panthers. I want to remind everybody that NFHS is allowing us to stream the game live here Friday night, 7:30. The game will be played at Donald Tyson Field between the Clinch County Panthers and the Warren County Running Devils. Screaming Devils. I know it was something Devils. You know, there's no bad teams left in the playoffs. Everybody can beat anybody on any given night. Finish up, I was wanting to ask you, man, one of the high points, and I don't know if he's got the record, but he's got to be close if he doesn't have it. Robbins, scoring-wise, he's got to have the record by now.
Yeah, he's got to be close. I think he threw a little comment the other day that makes me think he knows he has it.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
I hadn't confirmed it with his dad. I hadn't confirmed it with his dad.
But I mean, he's one of the best kickers we've ever had.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, he's done a great job
and works harder than anybody on the team. I mean,
that's all he does.
He's constantly out there, and he's we call him our special teams coordinator because he has a whole little group he works with every day himself.
Had a great job here this past Friday. Player of the week, I think, in the paper. Of course, his daddy owns the paper. But no, Robbins does a great job. He done a perfect onside kick, man. Got down the field.
He's a weapon. He's a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, he flops the field for you. He knows when to hurry up and get his punt off. He held the ball good on one thing and held it for about 5-6 seconds, and then punted it in all cover field down there. We downed the ball inside the 10. Like you say, he is a weapon. Good kid, man. I mean, nobody tries harder than Zach.
That's right.
You know, does a great job. Well, man, I want to remind everybody we have the game 7:30 Friday. We'll start our pregame at 7 o'clock. Y'all can catch Sports Talk there. And I want to remind everybody our sponsors. Without them, they make it possible. We have Winky's, Popeyes, and Dairy Queen, LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, Manley, Lee Engineering, Homerville Feed and Seed, Mike's Golf Cart, Walker Jones Nissan out of Waycross, Camping World of Valdosta. And if you go to Walker Jones and mention Creekbox, you get $500 off your vehicle purchase. You go to Camping World and mention Creekbox, you get $200 off your purchase, man. Homerville Jewelers, Burt CPA, Jerry J's Hog and Bones, and Huey's One Stop Pizza, man. You can call them 912-487-23 3-8, and man, call them in the fourth quarter, they have your pizza. We had people watching last week in Russia wanting to know if they delivered. And we had a bunch of people in Russia for some reason. And Australia watching the game Friday. You know, a lot of people like the Panthers. We got a lot of military people, man. Rance, good luck to y'all, man. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you coming in,
too.
brother.
Thank you. Good to be here.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
You're watching CreekBox TV.